my name is Humphreys. I have written 28 books. I am almost 49 years old. That will be relevant later. Can I just see a show of hands? Hands up who is younger than 49. Can I see your hands, please? Nice and fast. Hands up if you are older than 49. You're either lying or there's no one older than 49. Okay, you at the back were the fastest lady in the room. Give her a big round of applause, that lady at the back there. All right, let's try it one more time. Younger than 49. Can I see the hands, please? Older than 49. Okay, now more specific. If you're in your 20s, put up your hand. 20s. So shy. You don't want to be 30s. 40s. Now you see if you're lying or not. 50s. So proud, yes, me. 50s, yes, own it, yes. 60s. No one 60s. Retired. All right, last time. This is a test now to see who's the fastest. 50s. 30s. 40s. 20s. 40s. 50s. You are a superstar at the back. I've never seen such a fast hand in all my life. 50s, whoa, yeah, I'm 50s. All right, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 20s, fantastic. Give yourselves a big round of applause. You have participated in something that will be a theme of my talk today, which is call and response. What I just did with you is what I do in every storytelling I do with children all over the world. Yes, I've written 28 books. I'm going to talk about my Magic Suitcase series today because the wonderful folks here who invited me, Marshall Cavendish, and the wonderful folks from Johor have included my books in the series at the back, Read and Play. So I believe that reading should be fun, it should be interactive, and we should all do it together. That's what I'll be talking about. Quick bit about me. I started off writing adult books, funny adult books. You know, the funny Angmo Matsali in Singapore and all my adventures. Those were the early books. Then I wrote some novels about football. Then I wrote a book about becoming a father for the first time. Then I moved into my middle grade chapter books. I've just completed a Malaysian tour about these books. They are for children 7 to 11 or 12. They're about a secret undercover princess who must leave her unnamed country because there is a civil war. But she cannot say that she's a princess, and she cannot say she has lots of skills, and she goes to a neighborhood school in a very poor part of town, so she learns, and the readers learn about rich-poor divide, they learn about income inequality, they learn about bullying in lots of funny stories. But the same rules apply. That was me recently, that was in Penang and KL. I went to schools in Penang and KL, and those are the Abbie Rose and the Magic Suitcase books that I will be talking about today. That was in a place, in the butterfly farm in Penang. Have you been to that butterfly farm, anyone? Yes, that's where those books were. Right, but these are my pride and joy. Abbie Rose and the Magic Suitcase. Briefly, Abbie Rose is a 4-year-old girl who has a magic suitcase. And with her best friend Billy, she travels all over the world to help different animals in different situations. They are funny, environmental, eco-friendly, pro-biodiversity books for children from birth up until 7, 8, 9, 10. And I will show you the inspiration. That is the real Abbie Rose. And that is the real Magic Suitcase. She is my daughter. She doesn't look like that anymore. She's almost as tall as me, and she's a teenager, which makes her a nightmare. But never mind, she was very cute then. So when she was 4 years old, this is a true story. Every word what I'm about to tell you is true. I bought her that suitcase for her 4th birthday, Dora the Explorer. And in that very apartment, we were watching her in Singapore, and we were listening to her, and she walked into the kitchen and she said, magic suitcase, turn the kitchen into China. And she said, the kitchen is now China fantastic. Then she went into the bedroom. She said, magic suitcase, turn the bedroom into Malaysia. Fantastic. Then she went into mummy and daddy's bedroom. Turn mummy and daddy's bedroom into Thailand. Fantastic. Then she went into the bathroom. And she said, magic suitcase, turn the bathroom into England. I said, what? Come out here. Come out here. Stand there. I said, what did you do? She said, I'm playing with my magic suitcase. That's great. What did you call the kitchen? China. What did you call the bedroom? Malaysia. What did you call the other bedroom? Thailand. What did you call the bathroom? England. Where is daddy from? England. So what are you saying my country is? A bathroom. That's not very nice, is it? Go and play, go and play. I like the imagination, but don't call the bathroom my home country. Okay? Not very nice. Okay, daddy. So she went off again into the kitchen. She went, magic suitcase, turn my kitchen into the United States. Magic suitcase, turn my bedroom into Vietnam. Magic suitcase, turn mummy and daddy's bedroom into Australia. Then she goes into the bathroom again, and there's a pause. Magic suitcase, turn the bathroom into England. Yay! Come back, come back. Stand there. Where is daddy from? England. What did you call the bathroom? England. So what are you saying about my home country? It's a bathroom. Not very nice. Remember I told you, right? I told you. Last time I told you. Daddy was born in a place called London. I told you, right? London, England. Please don't call the bathroom England. So off she goes. Right, magic suitcase. Into the kitchen, Vietnam. Into the bathroom, Thailand. Into the bedroom, Thailand. Into mummy and daddy's bedroom, United States. Then she stops. Magic suitcase. Turn the bathroom into not England. I said, very good, very good. Magic suitcase. Turn the bathroom into London. You're so cheeky. But, in all seriousness, I tell that story to all children when I'm doing storytelling. I show them the origin story of my origin. Why? Because of several things I put there. First, I am subtly, subconsciously showing them the value of story creation. This whole series of books came from a 4-year-old girl. She gave me the idea, I stole it, I completely plagiarized it, and no, she's never had any royalties whatsoever. And she's not having any either. I have to feed her and give her clothes. It's enough. But story creation, that is what I am subconsciously showing my audiences, my young children. Story creation comes from anywhere. Plus, and this is something we'll do today, the value of interaction. Every storytelling I do, every story I write is geared towards interaction with my audience. And most importantly, I show young children with that story that there are no age limits to storytelling, story sharing, and story making. By telling that story, children subconsciously think, if his 4-year-old daughter with her funny imagination was left free to come up with that, then our children can do it too. So that's the origin story. But now, so then I go into the school, I do my storytelling, I tell that story, but I begin my relationship with my audience straight away. I start planting clues about conservation and biodiversity in my books, because my audience, and now you're going to be my K1 and K2 audience, okay? So when I go into my K1 and K2s, I say to them, do you like animals? Yes. You've just had lunch. Let's try again. Do you like animals? Yes. Do you like funny stories? Yes. Do you like funny stories about animals? Yes. Do you want to help the animals in this story? Yes. Should the animals be in danger? No. So are you ready to help Abbie Rose? No. And then I'll stop, and I'll do this a lot, and I'll clean out this ear, and I'll clean out that ear, and I say, old man, cannot hear you. Are you ready to help Abbie Rose? Yes, and already I have the audience with me because subconsciously they already know this isn't a boring go-to-sleep storytelling session. This is interactive. Me, the audience, I'm going to be a part of this story journey. We are going to do it together as we are today. So, are you ready to help Abbie Rose? That was not loud enough. Are you ready to help Abbie Rose? Yes, that's right. Now, that is what I do in all of my books. They are deliberately written. They are deliberately illustrated to have a call and response with the audience all the way through. Whether it's a teacher, whether it's a parent, whether it's a caregiver, or whether it's friends, you will see in my stories, they have a call and response all the way through, just like what we did there. So I will start my storytelling. This book, the book at the back, is about a tiger. And the script, the story, the text, and the illustrations will give me lots of opportunities for the teachers for call and response. Make the children a part of the story. Get them actively involved. So I will start by saying, Daddy shows me his serious face. Can you all show me your serious face? Can you all show me your serious face? Very good serious faces, I will say. And then he will show me a picture of a stripy animal with lots of whiskers. Boys and girls, can you show me your whiskers, please? Can I show me your whiskers, please? The ones at the back are very good whiskers. And then I will say, there is a photo. Daddy shows me a photo. And it is a 1, 2, 3. Oh, hang on, K1, K2, I cannot hear you. It is a 1, 2, 3. And I will say to the children, hilariously, I will say, that's right, boys and girls, it is a tortoise. Very good, it's a tortoise. And the children lose their minds. They go, it's a tiger, it's a tiger, it's a tiger. So I say, oh, sorry, I wasn't listening. Wait, hang on. We'll do it together, ready? I can't hear. Wait, ready? 1, 2, 3. It's a tiger. Thank you so much. Yes, of course, it's a turtle. Yes, it's a turtle. By now, the veins in their head are exploding. It's a tiger, it's a tiger, it's a tiger. But subconsciously, they are not only involved with my story now, they are taking a lead in my story now. They are providing answers to me. They are thinking, the silly man at the front making the silly jokes, he keeps getting his own story wrong. He's so funny. I, the listener, will have to help him with the story all the way through. That is deliberately built into every story I write. Abbie Rose, the character, often makes mistakes. She often says things wrong, because children make mistakes and they learn from the mistakes. But more importantly, from a storytelling point of view, I want the audience to correct her mistakes. So when she says the wrong thing, the children say the right thing. Why is this call and response so important? There are two main reasons. Look at that picture there. That was taken recently on a Malaysian cruise ship. Now, you have a big advantage over me, a huge advantage over me. You know your students, mostly. When I do my storytellings, I don't know them. I've never met them. I don't know their age. I don't know their language proficiency. I don't know their cultural background. And when I go on a cruise ship like that, I don't even know what country they're from. I don't know if they're Malaysian, Singaporean, Chinese. And somehow, I have to win them over immediately, and I do it with call and response. So straight away, with this audience of strangers, I will say, boys and girls, what is the name of that animal on the wall? It is a 1, 2, 3. Now they've gone back to sleep. Let's try again. It is a 1, 2, 3. It's a tiger. And they're thinking, oh wow, I don't know this guy. But straight away, I'm involved in the story. That's interaction. They start to relax. This is not going to be another. We are going to be actively engaged throughout. They relax. Then they build their confidence. It's a tiger, it's a tiger, it's a tiger. They build their confidence. And then I make the connection. Even with complete strangers. I start that storytelling, I got one child. By the end of the storytelling, I've got 100 children who I've never met. And it all comes from call and response. Call and response. It's a tiger, it's a turtle. No, it's a tiger, no, it's a turtle. Call and response. And that is built into every one of my storybooks. And that's why they're so popular with teachers. That's number one. Number two, the educational part. Repetition, repetition, repetition. It's fun, yes. As I said before, if you look carefully, I deliberately want Abbie Rose to make mistakes. Why? Because children make mistakes, and that's fine, but you learn from the mistakes. So Abbie Rose will frequently get the names of the animals wrong. A, because it's funny, and B, because I want children to keep repeating, repeating, repeating. So Abbie Rose will say, yay, I saved 2 silver tray tigers. And Billy will say, no, Abbie Rose, they are Sumatran tigers. So when I will go to the audience, yes, they are Sumatran tigers. What are they, boys and girls? 1, 2, 3. This side is louder than this side, just this side. After 3. 1, 2, 3, they are? Okay, now they're louder than you. Okay, they are 1, 2, 3. I don't want to criticize, but you know, this side got standard. Okay, this side got standard. Oh, very good. Give them a round of applause. I'm going to make them the K1s. The K1s are currently better than the K2s. So, silver tray tigers, and Abbie Rose will say, no, Sumatran tigers, Sumatran tigers. Repetition, repetition, repetition. It goes in. Then, reinforcement, reinforcement, reinforcement. They are not silver tray tigers, boys and girls. They are... Oh, they are not silver tray boys and girls. They are... Sumatran tigers, Sumatran tigers. Repetition, reinforcement, retention. They do not forget. Believe me, if you remember nothing else today, when you go home tonight and you'll be eating dinner and suddenly you will go, Sumatran tiger! Because it will be there. It will not go away. And it happens with my children all the time. Because it's playful, it's interactive, and it's always, always fun. Call and response. And then, to get very arrogant, very Howlian, I can prove in real time with my children how much they have learned. I can actually prove it before the end of the storytelling session. Why? How? Because I do a quiz. I do a fun quiz with them at the end of every storytelling. And I'll say to them, what is the tiger, boys and girls? It is a... And they get a prize for that. And then I tell them in the story that there are 400 Sumatran tigers left in the wild. 400. How many are left in the wild?
400.
Say, yeah, you did it. And I give them all prizes and so on. So it's interaction, call and response. There's a quiz element. They're taking risks. I put up my hand, I put up my hand. Sumatran tiger, yay! I put up my hand. 400, yay! So I can actually prove, by the end of every storytelling session, I can actually demonstrate to parents and teachers how much the child has learned during my storytelling session, without the children having any idea. They just think they're having fun. So which leads me to, what are the facts? The actual facts, the biodiversity, environmental, conservation facts that are learned in all of my Magic Suitcase journeys. Every single one of them. And I have taught them to children as young as 18 months old. Right? We did talks at Changi Airport, right? 18 months old. And they remember. All the way up to 10, 11 years old. So what are the facts? Every one of my stories has a certain formula. Like when you watch Dora the Explorer, every story is different, but there is always a certain formula. And my books are the same. Part 1, Daddy presents the problem. There's always a problem. In every book, there's always a problem. In this one, Tigers are endangered. So I have fun with the word endangered because I want her and the children to learn the word endangered. Tigers are endangered. What are they, boys and girls? Endangered. Hang on, that side's a bit better. What are they, boys and girls? Endangered. Good comeback from the K2s. Yes, endangered. They are endangered. That is the problem. Tigers are endangered. That's the part 1 of all my books. This is the part the children love. Part 2, Abbie Rose gets her magic suitcase. So all of my audience get their magic suitcase. And I tell them that all suitcases in the world have numbers. Those numbers you turn. But this suitcase, the only suitcase in the world that has letters. And all you have to do in the audience is turn the letters round and around to find the letters of the place you want to go. And Daddy has told her that the tigers live in the forest. Where do the tigers live, boys and girls? Forest. In the forest. So now I want you, K1s and K2s, to start turning your letters like that, please. Can I see your fingers turning the letters? Because this is what we teach our children. We turn the letters around and around, and now they're excited. They're no longer listening. They are now part of the story. They now have their own magic suitcase. It is in front of them. They are literally turning letters. Okay, you can stop now. I can see the guys are going, enough already, enough already. Yes, but they are now actively involved. They have their own magic suitcase. It is right in front of them. They are turning the letters. We are all part of the journey now. And then, as a group, we spell out the letters. It doesn't matter if you can read or not at this stage, because it's call and response, call and response. So we do it together. Last time, let's spin the letters and we will say the letters on the screen, starting with F. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, together. F, O, R, E, S, T. And what does that spell? Forest. That's right, it spells jungle. And of course, as soon as I say that, all their heads explode. It's not jungle, funny man. It's forest. And we do it again. And you know the game? The game is, I do not stop playing silly words. Did you say forest? Yeah, it's Malaysia. Did you say forest? Yeah, it's Johor. I do not stop until I am satisfied that every child in my group knows that it's forest. I am that diligent. I can see in real time if there's a child right at the back, in the far row, and she's still not grasping that the word is forest. I will keep playing. Okay, it's jungle, not jungle. Oh, it's Johor, it's not Johor. It's forest, because my wonderful lady at the back now knows it's forest. What is it, boys and girls? 1, 2, 3? Forest. And you've all said it, so now I'm satisfied. I'm ready to move on to part 3. Abbie Rose discovers the problem. Remember, Daddy presents the problem. Abbie Rose uses the suitcase. Part 3. Abbie Rose discovers the problem. In the case of Sumatran tigers, it is of course poaching. And that thing that you can see on that tiger's paw is a real tiger trap. I did this book with WWF, and that's actually what it looks like. But tiger trap sounds a bit boring. So Abbie Rose says, oh, it's a fancy ankle bracelet. Obviously it's not. Billy says, no, Abbie Rose, it's a tiger trap. What is it, boys and girls? Tiger trap. Abbie Rose says, no, it's a fancy ankle bracelet. And Billy says, no, Abbie Rose, it's a... tiger trap. Hang on, K2's a bit better than K1's. Guys, come on guys, you're on my side over here. It's the fancy ankle bracelet, says Abbie Rose. And Billy says, no, it's a... tiger trap. It's a tiger trap, that's right. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Call and response. And then we get to stage 4. Solving the problem. Every book, Abbie Rose solves the problem. And very deliberately, my language, my illustrations get faster and faster. Shorter sentences, greater urgency. Because, like you, by this stage, my audience has already been sitting for 20 minutes plus. And I need to keep them. So I get the action to be faster and more dramatic, and the illustrations are faster and more dramatic. And I want my children to be more engaged and more action-oriented for this one. So for this one, as it's the big ending, I tell my K1s and K2s, okay, now we're going to be Abbie Rose. We're going to rescue the tiger. So can we please, and this will be fun, can we please, K1s and K2s, can you all stand up please? Can you all stand up please? Can you all stand up please? No one's going to see you. It's okay. Can you all stand up please? Can you all stand up? Wow, it's much easier with K1 and K2. Okay, all stand up, all stand up. That's it, all stand up. It's the big finale. And now I tell the children, they're excited now. Now I want you to pick up your magic suitcase. Can you pick up your magic suitcase? Let me see. At the back. Gentlemen, there you go. Thank you, sir. Can I say, you see, the superstar at the back, the lady who's 50 plus, you're holding it so proudly. You know, this is my suitcase. Yes, hold up your magic suitcase. And this is what I tell to the children. And like Abbie Rose, we're going to start swinging our arms back and forth. Can we do that together? That's great, boys and girls. Now you are no longer listening to the story. Now you are part of the story. You have your own magic suitcase. You are rescuing the tigers yourself. I'm going to make you do this for an hour until he's satisfied with the footage. But this is what I do with the children. And then we have a big finale. We're going to put our arms right up. We're going to stretch our arms. And then we're going to count to 3. And we're going to throw the magic suitcase as far as we can. Here we go, boys and girls. Let's count together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and throw! And then to be really annoying, I always say, no, 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 not good enough. Okay, not loud enough. Let's try one more time. Hands in the air, boys and girls. That's it. Loud voices, big muscles. Here we go. Let's count. Go.
1, 2, 3.
And throw! And you can sit down now. Give yourselves a big round of applause. My lovely K1s and 2s. Fantastic. Great job. Great job. So, now they're excited, and then they follow the action. So the suitcase flies through the air in this instance, and it lands. Bop! It lands on the tiger trap, and then the baby tiger lands on the magic suitcase and bounces like a trampoline. And we all saved the tigers, so we should give ourselves a big round of applause. Give yourselves a big round of applause. K1s and K2s. And then part 5, always finish. Abbie Rose must go home. She must feel safe. The children must feel safe. By the end of the story, I recap the story with Daddy. She goes home, she's reunited, she's safe. And that is the basic formula I have in all of my books. But the beautiful part, the educational part, is children as young as 2 and 3 years old will take away so much information they will not believe they have already learned. For example, I will tell them, you know that the animal in this story was 1, 2, 3. And how many are left in the wild?
400.
And where do tigers live?
Forest.
That's right. And there are problems of poaching because they get their feet, their paws, caught, not in fancy ankle bracelets, but they get caught in
Tiger traps.
tiger traps, 400, Sumatran tigers, forest. Oh, sorry. Yes, they will remember all of that from 2, 3 years old. And remember, I don't let them leave until I know that all of that information has gone in. I get photographs and emails from parents of children as young as 3, 4 years old who tell me, how on earth does my child know what a Sumatran tiger is and that there's 400 left in the wild and that their paws get caught in tiger traps? My child is 3. How did they learn all this? Because it was fun, because it was interactive, and because I didn't tell the story. They did. We did it together. It was interactive throughout. They used their magic suitcase to rescue their tigers. And me and Abbie Rose and Billy, we were just part of the story. So, again, and I will keep doing it through the talk, so I will say to the children, it's a silver trade tiger, right? And they will say, no, it's a... And Abbie Rose will say, there's millions of tigers, right? And you will say, no, there are only
400.
best in the world. And Abbie Rose will say, it's a fancy ankle bracelet, right? And Billy will say, no, it's a tiger track. You go home tonight, you will remember all of this, okay? You will never forget this for the rest of your life, I guarantee. Every single fact sticks. Every single fact sticks. From 2, 3, 4 years old, they never ever forget it. I go back to see students when they're P1, P2, P3, they still remember my storytellings when they were 4 and 5 years old. And that is why I am so proud that the wonderful doctor over there and the folks from Marshall Cavendish have included this book in the Read and Play series. Because as I've explained, my books, the way they're written, the way they are illustrated, are perfect for interactive storytellings, as I've demonstrated today. And the reason that is because I was discovering that young audiences wanted more and more and more. Because they were so engaged in the stories, because they were throwing the suitcase and saving the tigers, they kept asking for more. So we started with quizzes and prizes. They wanted more. So then Marshall Cavendish started printing colouring sheets for the children, and they would colour the different characters. They wanted more. So then we would turn them into puppets. They would colour, 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 cut, make puppets, and they wanted more. So then we started arts and crafts sessions. Cut the puppets, make the puppets, and then they would start doing their own magic suitcase sessions after we had gone, which is exactly what you can do with your students. You do the first storytelling, and then they have their own puppets. They have their own magic suitcase. They have their own imagination. They can rescue anything. They can go and rescue some elephants. They can go rescue the orangutans in Borneo. They can do whatever they want because you have given them the basic story, and then after that, they go in any direction they want. And that's what happened with me. We started with colourings, then drawings, then puppets, then funny stories, and now the wonderful Read and Play series. Because hopefully, fun stories breed fun stories. My storybooks are a starting point, and then you wonderful, wonderful teachers will take them into any direction you want with your wonderful students. I know you can't read that, that's fine, but that's the activities at the back of the book. And my favourite word in the activities is you. You the student, you the reader, you the child. You draw, you create, you make, you inspire. You. Don't just sit there, listen, doing nothing, boring story. No, you are part of the story. And then you go and take the story and do something that you want to do. You. Go and create your own stories. And that's why I love the series. So, to finish, I'm very proud that that crazy little girl, 4 years old, who kept calling the bathroom England, inspired a whole 6-book series, and is now about to go into the wonderful schools of Johor and Malaysia. Her funny stories inspired my stories, which led to the great Read and Play series, which I hope will lead you and all of your wonderful, wonderful students to make their magic suitcase adventures, just like my 4-year-old daughter. Teachers, wonderful teachers of Johor, you've been absolutely fantastic today. Thank you for listening. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Good luck with your storytelling journeys.